It was a chilly December evening in 2014, and 11-year-old James Moreno had just cracked open his piggy bank for something he considered sacred, a Christmas gift for his mom. The air smelled like peppermint and new plastic inside the little toy store tucked between two massive outlets in Chicago. James had just picked out a delicate ceramic angel, the one his mom had quietly admired weeks ago, when a voice behind him would change everything. It belonged to a woman with kind eyes, a soft scarf wrapped neatly around her neck, and a presence that seemed to quiet the chaos around her. Her name was Ava Lane, and she would become someone James and his mother would never forget. James had saved up $15.82, mostly in coins and wrinkled bills. His mom, Rosa, had been working double shifts at the diner down the street since James's father passed away from a sudden stroke when James was only 5. Rosa never complained. She made their one-bedroom apartment feel like a sanctuary, cooking by candlelight when the power was out, tucking James in with fairy tales spun from her own memories. He never saw her cry. But this Christmas, James wanted to give her a reason to smile for real. She had stopped outside this very store in November, admiring a porcelain angel in the window, one with gold-tipped wings and tiny hands folded in prayer. "She reminds me of my mama," she had whispered. "Maybe one day." Today was that day. But when James reached the counter, heart pounding, the clerk gave a sad smile. "Sorry, kid. The price went up. It's $21 now." James felt the heat in his face rise. He opened his palms, counted again, even checked his jacket pocket one more time. Still short. He started to walk away, blinking back the tears he refused to let fall. That's when he heard her. "Excuse me. I think he might be a few dollars short. I'd like to cover it." James turned and saw Ava for the first time. She smiled, not just with her mouth, but with her entire presence. The clerk blinked in surprise. Sure, of course." Ava bent down to James's eye level. "Who's the angel for?" "My mom," he said quietly. "She likes angels. She works a lot. She doesn't get anything for herself." Ava's gaze softened. "She sounds like the kind of person who deserves a little miracle." She handed a $50 bill to the cashier. "And let's get him something extra, too. A ribbon, and maybe something cozy." James looked at her, confused. "Why are you helping me?" She paused. "Because once, someone helped me when I thought no one would. And because people like your mom deserve to be seen. And so do you." They wandered the aisles together, James still half in awe. Ava asked him about his mom, what she liked, what music she listened to, whether she had a favorite scent. They ended up picking out a candle, too, lavender vanilla, because James said that smell always made her close her eyes and smile. By now, people in the store were starting to whisper. Some recognized Ava from somewhere. Others just sensed something different about her, a quiet strength, a dignity you couldn't fake. One man leaned in and said, "You're Ava Lane, right? The speaker? The one who talked about—" Ava nodded graciously. "Yes." That's when a woman in a sleek blazer walked in, made eye contact with Ava, and gave a tiny nod. Ava turned to James. "How far is your apartment?" "About a 10-minute walk." She smiled. "Mind if I walk you home?" James hesitated for a second, but there was something about Ava, a softness that made him feel safe. He nodded. As they walked through the snowy streets, James found himself opening up about how his mom used to sing to him in Spanish when he couldn't sleep, how she gave up her dream of being a nurse because she couldn't afford college after his dad died. She wanted to help people. Now she just helps me, all the time. Ava didn't say anything for a moment. Then she asked, "If your mom could do anything in the world, what would it be?" "She'd go back to school. She told me once. Only once, when she thought I was asleep." Ava stopped walking and looked at James, her breath curling in the cold air. "What's her name?" "Rosa." She smiled again. "Then let's do something special for Rosa." That night, James waited anxiously for his mom to get home. When she finally did, he gave her the angel wrapped in newspaper and ribbon. Rosa's hands trembled as she opened it. "James," she whispered, how did you afford this?" Before he could answer, he blurted out, "You have to stay home tomorrow afternoon. Someone's coming." She raised an eyebrow, laughing through the tears. "Who?" "You'll see." The next day, at exactly 2 p.m., there was a knock. Rosa opened the door, wearing her diner uniform still stained from the morning shift. She froze. Standing there was Ava, holding a folder in one hand and a bouquet of daisies in the other. "Hi," Ava said gently. "You must be Rosa. I met your son yesterday. He's pretty incredible." Rosa stared, unable to find words. Ava stepped inside, handed her the flowers, and then gave her the folder. Inside was a fully filled-out nursing school application, a letter of recommendation from a foundation Ava ran, and a personal note. "Rosa, we need more people like you in this world. If you still dream of being a nurse, we'd like to cover your tuition, books, childcare, whatever it takes. You've spent your life caring for others. Let someone care for you for once." Rosa sank into the nearest chair, stunned, her hands shaking. "I don't understand. Why me?" Ava knelt down beside her. "Because you matter. Because your son loves you more than anything. And because I believe in women like you. Strong, loving, resilient. You just needed someone to believe in you, too." That Christmas became the one James and Rosa would talk about for the rest of their lives. Rosa got into the program. It wasn't easy. She had to balance everything. But every time she wanted to quit, she'd look at the angel on their shelf, or the note from Ava taped to her mirror. 2 years later, she walked across a stage in white scrubs to accept her nursing certificate. James, now a teenager, stood in the crowd holding a small bouquet of daisies. Ava never sought attention, never posted about it, never came back for credit. But she had shown them both what real kindness looked like. And every Christmas since, Rosa and James placed the angel on top of their tree. A reminder that sometimes the people who change your life aren't superheroes in capes or celebrities on screens. Sometimes they're just brave, beautiful souls who once had to fight to be seen, and now choose to see others. If this story touched your heart, share it. Someone out there might need a reminder that they're not invisible. Let us know in the comments what part hit you the most. And if you've ever had a stranger show you kindness, we'd love to hear your story.